Dave, congratulations. Is that a case of job done today?
Yeah, job done. You come into these games, I suppose, with, some would say, nothing to gain, everything to lose in terms of what the game looks like playing against their lower division team. And today was about us doing a professional job, and I suppose allowing Worksop to enjoy their day, but not going away with a result, because they, again, in terms of, I think they've won 4 games to get to this point. They then get the big draw, granted away from home. I'm sure they'd much rather it being at home, but an opportunity to play in front of 6,500 people, 1,500 of their own supporters, who will be a little bit disappointed with the result, because ultimately we're all competitive and we want to win. And I've been in games before where you go into it as massive underdogs, but you get yourself in a situation where you believe that you'll go and win the game. They've not done that, but again, on reflection and hindsight, we'll look back with great pride on what they've done to get to this point, and had their moment in terms of, I suppose, that equaliser and getting themselves back into the game.
You made 3 subs midway through the second half that really seemed to spark you into life. There was another 3 goals come almost immediately after that. But you were just telling me there off air, that was always the plan, to bring the lads on at that stage.
Yeah, so again, with all of them, we wanted to be, I suppose, minimise the risk, but with all of them, again, anyone's here after the game, you'll see they'll do some running. Yeah. So the plan was always to get some minutes in their legs at the back end, and then top them up at the like I say, at the end of the game. You've obviously got to keep some back. So we obviously were forced into a change in the first half with Miles. We then made the 3, and again, we were always going to keep one back. We had to change obviously Noilly. So yeah, it was always the plan to get on the pitch. As you say, that it just brings bringing fresh legs from the bench, but not just fresh legs, bringing absolute quality. I suppose intensity of our press just went up as they were tiring. We pitched the ball in great areas and had some real good counter press and counter attack opportunities. We were ruthless, but it again probably could have ended up more than it was, but that would have been like I say, probably wouldn't have been fair on Worksop in the fact that they played their part in what was a great FA Cup tie, and from our perspective through to the next round, which was the only important bit.
And the other aim, of course, was to get minutes into legs of players who've not been involved too much recently. Very successful, I think, but players such as Callum Camps had a really good 90 minutes. You've also had Paddy Madden's played well today. You know, some of these players who've not really played very much recently.
Yeah, they did. So we knew with Paddy and with Watts to get another 90 minutes into him and to that hat-trick is great. Campsy obviously needed right. We thought Powley would be short. We thought Noilly potentially short. Burner probably a little bit less so, because you play in a position where you maybe don't think you're exposed as much. So yeah, to get minutes into those ones that have been out, is a plus. I think it shows where they are. They're a little bit behind, and probably from our perspective shows where they are. I think you almost expect people to come back in and hit the ground running and be able to complete 90 minutes straight away. And we've probably got to reflect on that and look how long they've been out, and a little bit short, and look at what they need over the coming weeks to make sure they're fully up to speed.
The rest of League 2 is going to look at that score today and look at when it says Cal Wotton 4 tomorrow. A lot of managers around the country will be rolling their eyes when they see that, but it's a great performance from the big man today, wasn't it?
Yeah, to score 4 goals at any level is a fantastic achievement. To do it in the FA Cup and have a momentum to remind you of it is great. I don't think there's anything over special about his 4 goals. Get yourself in there. We spoke about this a lot, especially when he came in. You're back to where he's a 20 goal a season striker, and he was at Notts County, and he did lots of work away from the goal. Being a centre forward at times can be difficult, but you've got to make it more simple for yourself by when the ball is in wide areas or when the ball's coming in the box, get yourself between the sticks. Every goal he scored is between the sticks, and we know he can finish. So you add those 2 things together, then you think over the course of the season you're going to get good opportunities. He's got that today, and it's great to have him back.
Sets you up nicely for next weekend, going to Swindon, who've been involved in quite a high scoring defeat today, but you expect a reaction from them, obviously, won't you? And they are an attacking side.
They are. Again, they'll, whether it's by plan, judgment, or luck at times, they're free scoring in terms of highest XG in the league in terms of open play goals, and they've been involved in some high scoring games. Some victories, some defeats as they've been today. So, and looking at their team, they look pretty strong. So again, you would expect going there it would be a pretty open game with two teams that want to attack. Fingers crossed we can defend them better than they can defend us, and we can add our 11th win in the league on top of what we've done so far. Because that will be our aim. Again, tough place to go. They've got a really good result there last season. Hopefully we can back that up again with another one this season.
And just finally, Dave, going back to the FA Cup, I know the target is to get to the third round, get one of the big boys, but who do you fancy in the draw tomorrow in the second round?
Yeah, I'm always going to say the lowest ranked team at home, and I don't know who the lowest ranked team is left in it. That was where we would be. It's a random draw. Sometimes you get yourself in a position where you hope it's this and you hope it's that. It is what it is. We'll have to come up against whoever we come up against, and we'll approach that in 2 weeks' time, is it? Whenever the game is, and look where we are in terms of our squad, what we need to do, and where we want to get to. I think every manager will be saying exactly the same thing in terms of who they want to draw, though. So fingers crossed we get that little bit of luck and we're right with that.
Quick word on the lads who came off as well. Niall, Challinor rather, and of course he also lost Miles Hippolyte in the first half. How are they?
Noilly's a little bit cramp, which again is a result of being out for how long he's been out and then coming back. Yeah. Miles a knock on the knee, so whether it's a medial, whether it's a little tweak there, he's the only real concern. And I've said this before, I'm not overly worried, but I've said that before and proved absolutely wrong in terms of what things have turned out to be. So the way things have gone, I'll say nothing, and I'll cross my fingers and hope that it's an insignificant one and he's not out for too long.
Great stuff. We'll see you at Swindon next week. Well done.
Cheers, John. Thank you.